morning, Randy Sigordia here from Wolf Martial Arts. I have my friend and fellow instructor, Cooper Garland. Today we're going to work on Palasut. Now, from everything that I've trained, Palasut is about scooping, the action of scooping the weapon, okay? And not just meaning big circular movements, it means the redirection, okay? So that you can create open lines and a countercut, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start out having Cooper slash on angle 1. Some people do this with thrusts, okay, and I'll talk about that at the end. But as a beginner, if he's doing a thrust and I'm not quite ready, it could end up, hitting you in the face, or in the eye, so we have to be careful with that. If it's a slash, we just say he's slashing towards the neck. We're going to feed 3 angles here. He feeds angle 1, he feeds angle 3, and he feeds angle 5. Okay, so now, we're standing in front of each other, okay? I'm going into reversed knife grip here, or we say pakal. He is in forward grip, also known as longet, okay? So when he is slashing, I can't just stand here with my mechanics and go like that, okay? If he's really going for the cut, I don't mean fast, but with intent, and we go like that, I'm just really dragging the knife across my body. It has to be a little more positional, and I have to think, I love saying this because I'm a JKD guy, intercepting. You have to intercept the angle, okay? So when he is striking, I don't wait and then decide to go. Now, you see I'm applying body mechanics. Let me actually turn here a little bit. When he's coming in, I'm applying body mechanics, but I'm late. Okay, that still gets me cut. So what I need to do as soon as I see the movement is move that out there, intercept that, okay? And now I can scoop this down. The second issue, or the second movement, and I guess I'm saying issue because I've seen a couple of videos where some people are not creating the opportunities to get additional cuts. So, but the second movement, now that I'm here, is I'm looking to cut through here. Could I scoop this and just run and cut? Sure. But now we're out of the drill. So we need to keep a flow cycle going. So again, I intercept angle 1, scoop it down to about 6 o'clock. Now I still have this frame, okay? If I push it too far, it forces the slash across or the cut across. Okay, so since I have it down here, I can kind of still read it. I'm going to lift this up like this. Now notice my hands are on 2 different channels, okay? When I do this again, I don't want to go and have my arm up here, okay? So as I bring this up, there's no need to switch. I have this channel, okay? This also is training him where to block the knife on the next movement, okay? So we'll say movement 1, bring it down. Movement number 2 is to lift up, and for timing's sake, we retract the blade just to give him a little bit of time to get that other hand deployed so that he could block this here, okay? If I don't knock that arm up, he'll want to reach over the top because people just tap. And then he wants to reach over the top. No mechanics. So 1, 2, and he does that, they grab the arm down, and now he's trapped himself. Be careful of that. It doesn't happen when I lift up the arm, and really it's about his own recovery. I'm training him right now though. So as I go, I'm gonna lift it. I have this channel created. I've actually lifted it up so I can go here. Now look how he is not crossed up anymore and he retracts his blade. So as he comes in, look at my body. I turn and face it. Now, where's my thumb facing? Towards him, because this is something I learned from my instructor. He said, if you do it like this, some people are doing the salute and they're actually catching their own thumb because of the nature of knocking that arm down. Even if you do this, you can still possibly catch your thumb. You roll this over a little bit, you're further away. Again, you're creating channels of passage, one for your weapon, one for your hand, as opposed to trying to mix the two by being a little too sloppy or not as technical, okay? So we start this over again. Number 1, intercept it, bring it down to about 6 o'clock. I slap it up, look for that angle. Don't do anything yet, Coop. I'm trying to stab here into the, I'll say in the backside is the kidneys, but I'm just stabbing here, maybe the liver, okay? But just to the body, all right? So as I slap this up, I go here. He gets a positional retraction, and he's coming for high thrust here. I turn, intercept that again. Don't wait. If we're back on the low line, start over. If I go here and I'm back on the low line, if I go here and then treat it as a 1-2 still. 1, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, and I'm late because this is coming in and I'm trying to do this. I'm jammed up. He's already got the position. okay? And I did not intercept it because everything has to be done in time, okay? Start out very slow and turn up the tempo slowly, okay? So start at 10 beats per minute if it has to be that, but we say 30, 60, 90, 120. So you think about those 4 levels, you go, okay, if you think of a metronome, da, 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 or da, 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 how fast are you going to move? Don't start out with the fastest because you have to build up this skill slowly. So if we go, so we have angle 1, hit, lift up, I create that channel, he blocks, he comes up, look, I intercept that. Okay, I'm also going to pass this down a little bit, right there like that, because I want an open line for my forward thrust. Again, don't scoop this around. I'm attacking straight at his chest. So don't attack at the face, please. If I attack at the chest, he's going to pick this up with an outside parry, okay, which is, we say, baiwas. And notice how his body turns, because if he stands there, let's say he gets a good parry, but he's just going to bring it kind of right in, instead of the center, he brings it over to the side chest here, or here, turn a little bit, just this way, open to the camera. So here, instead of the center, let's say I'm just going dead center, we catch somewhere along here. That's not good. So if he blades the body, he is going to get a cut on this pass. That's his Palasut right there. Okay, so I did my Palasut on the first beat. He gets this on the last beat. Now as I'm here, keep that hand there for a second. He's coming back with an angle 1 again. Okay, how am I going to get back up if I try to fight the energy? If he has good resistance, he's going to just get that slash and I'm done. So I have to kind of ride the energy out. As he took this down for that cut, I ride the energy out of the control. So I'm going to scoop this up. Again, position where he's facing the blade. I'm turning and facing the blade. And now I'm stabbing straight and he's getting that scoop. So now we're going to loosen up and just go to the flow. So this is just a regular exchange, almost like a sombrata. We each get an attack, we each get a defense. Nobody's really winning. And that will change later, okay? So this is very important. So he's feeding angle 1. Now he's gonna feed angle 3. So feed angle 3 in the next set, and just go through the sequence. 3, so I drop elevation. Very important to train that. And then angle 5. Whoa, I drop straight down. Go. Okay, back to 1. Now he's being nice. 3 and 5. Good, okay. The next level of that is him not telling me which angle he's doing. He's just gonna arbitrarily go and I just have to read it, okay? I think that's really important. But the key elements that we have here is that the knife is dangerous. I have to have pivot mechanics, okay? You don't need a ton of footwork here, partly because moving around a lot in this very close quarters drill, you're not gonna be faster than that hand with the blade. So thinking like I'm gonna step and go over here in time, it's not realistic. Okay, what is realistic is that I can quickly shift position, right? There's a number of things I can do here. If I got this, maybe I just grab the arm and stab the face, but that's not a drill anymore. That is a self-defense mindset. We want the flow drill. The tactile routes that we are developing is giving me a chance to understand the close quarters craziness that goes on. If even just in boxing, any of the punches and the grabbing and all this stuff going on, if we were just empty hand, working with the blade is going to help benefit that down the road. So one last time, Palasut is I got to intercept the angle. I'm going to scoop. I need to lift to create the channel. Okay. Then I stab. Look at his position. He faces the blade. If he stayed turned sideways, this arm is not going to be strong enough to stop that. I'll get the hit. But if he turns his body, he's got a nice arm check here. But now he's got a great shot here. I'm kind of facing this angle. I have to turn as well. So it's all about the shifting, or people will say pivoting or shifting. Either one's fine. Now I'm here. He is now going to also blade the body, so that is more body mechanics going on, but the footwork is minimal. He is just shifting to the side, and then we scoop and we keep going. Now, all this being said, this is not the only drill version of this. we change the grips, we change these slashes into thrust mechanics, and then there's self-defense techniques that come out of that. I will, at different points, we'll switch the blade, we'll go to the other side in flow, and then we also will work disarms, okay, and whatnot from here, and actually finalize the sequence at different reference points, okay? So I just wanted to show that part and give that away to you guys so that you can start practicing this drill. If you know this, now you can tune it a little bit. Again, this is not the only variable. This is just one of them. There are more, and I'll show videos on that much later. So thank you guys. Have a good one.